So you've clicked on this video. Thanks, by the way, because you want 5 tips that's going to help you break 80, 90, even 100. Whatever score you're trying to break, Uncle Al has got you. Welcome to Big Al's Golf Tips, a series where we help you get better, but in a fun way. Okay then, reason number 1 why you can't break 80. I might have to stop still for this one because it might hurt you a little bit. Not my intention. You're not taking golf seriously enough. I can already hear you right now. He's not talking about me. I love golf. Loving it and taking it seriously are 2 very different things. We've of course got the social side. Maybe you play once or twice a month and you really don't care how you play. It's just nice to get out on the course with your mates. That's lost. Which is fine. I fully support that. I mean, I am living proof of this. Yes, golf is my career, but I don't play that often. So I shouldn't in theory get annoyed that I don't break par because I don't deserve to. Oh, I just chunked it. That wasn't for the video, I actually just chunked that ball above. But I have no right to get annoyed because I don't give the game enough respect. Like it or not, golf is one of those games where you get out of it what you put in it. If you practice a lot, and when I say practice, I don't mean being an ogre on the range, but there are a few things within reason 1 that you can do tomorrow if you're playing that I can guarantee make a huge difference. One of which is getting to the course earlier, practicing your putting, maybe your weak spots, hitting some balls on the range, getting loose, because I've been guilty of just like getting up early, getting to the course with one eye still closed and shooting 405. I wonder why. Just get there a little bit early, and I don't mean to go and grab a pint. No judgment here. But one thing I like to do on the range is actually practice maybe the first tee shot, especially if you're playing in a rather important tournament. Hit 5 or 6 shots, mimicking what you want to do with that specific club. You could even go through the whole entire 18 holes with tee shots. What shape do you need? What sort of club do you need? And visualize your way through it. So when you get to the first tee, you are mentally and physically prepared. Not bad. Didn't practice. This video is far from a lecture. I just know that this is the difference between me shooting well and not shooting well. I mean, I should be spending more time on the putting green, let's be honest. Or not. No, golf's easy. Forget everything I just said. Just rock up at 1 minute 2. 30 seconds before, who cares? And it can even be the littlest things of getting prepared the night before instead of waking up stressing. Not a good start. And in doing so, you might discover that 18-week-old banana that's like squished and tried to enter your GPS unit. We've all been there, don't lie. I know you have. Preparation though, it's grim though, isn't it? Grim. Reason number 2, golf lessons. On the surface and done properly, it is without doubt the best way to get better. But unfortunately, some people still think that just going for a lesson, shedding a few dollars is all you need to do to get better. I've been for a lesson, I attended. Why am I not getting better? What happens if I told you that's probably making you worse? Yes, a golf lesson is making you worse. You're probably thinking this has taken a controversial turn, hasn't it? No, it hasn't. Like I say, golf lessons is the key to all greatness. But man, you've got to practice it. Again, guilty as charged. Did I practice every time thoroughly what I was taught in said lesson? He didn't. We've got to practice until this new lesson, this new action becomes permanent. If I pose a little bit longer, you might think that was a good shot. What a shot! And then of course we enter that conversation of I haven't got time to practice, I haven't got time for a lesson. Well, this tool will help you. Well, apologise in advance. I've recently bought a new laptop to get, editing to the next level. But my sound effects have swapped over. Swingtweaks. If you didn't already know, Swingtweaks is a free app available on Google Play and the App Store. Come on. An app that makes golf lessons affordable, convenient, and just easy, really, it is. Simply download the app and all you need to do is record your swing down the line and face on, and a PGA Professional will get back to you with comprehensive video analysis. That wasn't the professional, that sound, FYI. The PGA Professional will respond with full breakdown of your swing and also drills you can take to the range to, get better in practice. And this is where the affordable part comes in because it literally costs $24.99 US. Now I've come prepared in case you're a wee bit skeptical or you don't believe me. Use that code there, Big Al, for 20% off your first tweak. I can't really do any more, really, except for take the lesson for you, which is kind of pointless. So yes, no longer is not having enough time an excuse to not have a lesson. Just tweak. Just making sure there's no one around whilst I did that. Probably should have done that before I did it, yeah. The next tip I'm not particularly happy about doing, to be honest with you, because it's exposing me. Not like that, but my weaknesses. Being naked is not my weakness, no, it's my strength. Yeah, it's because this tip, damn, is quite personal. Yes, there we go, just did it right there. First time. I can't even three putt when I want to. Reason number 3, eliminating the three putts. Let's face it, we don't want to admit it, but short game, especially putting, is a huge part of golf. Me more than anybody, that was not done on purpose. Also wishes that wasn't the case. But the problem is this shot, that's gone 4,222 yards, and this shot really counts as one shot. I know. It is inevitable, unless you give up golf, we are going to three putt again. But there is a way where we can chop that stat at least in half, which at the end of the day, well, it will make a huge dent on your scorecard. A few things I love to do, especially in new golf courses, getting the pace right. So I like the ladder drill where you put a few tee pegs out, putt from different distances, get that sort of pace right before you even tee off. Because funny enough, these practice facilities are here to help us to get as much knowledge of the golf course that we're about to play. But again, it's structured practice, doing the right things at the right time, learn as much as you can, because you can just practice putting and go on the range without learning anything, let's be honest. Something I also like to practice and visualise is the dustbin lid. Over to you, Al. Wow, he's handsome. So one thing I love to visualise, and I also practice this on the putting green, is picturing a circle around the hole that you feel like you could hole it from. So imagine a dustbin lid, that's probably what you've heard before. So instead of honing in on this hole and getting quite aggressive, we can place this ball, hopefully in the circle, our imaginary dustbin lid, with a diameter, let's say, of 3 feet. And hopefully we can place the ball in this circle, which gives us a good chance of two putting, completely erasing off the card that damaging three putt. Wish me luck. There you go, had a chance. It still could go in because it's obviously the hole is in the circumference of the circle, but it should, keyword should, allow for more of a tap in. Get rid of the three putts. Reason number 4. It's got nothing really to do with my golf bag. It does in fact have a lot to do with how I use the things in my golf bag, yes. Reason number 4, staying in the hole. Yeah, reason number 4, staying in the hole, is a big one for me. It's one I'm still learning to this day. And that's not giving up on a hole despite how badly it's turned out. We could be playing well and we have a bad hole, and that's one big mentality shift that we've got to try and get used to. And our thought process after the bad shot is our decision. I've said this before, we choose how to react. We could either let this bother us for holes on end, really destroying the scorecard. I've lost. Chunked it, great. Let's go home. Or we could try and just get out of this hole. We've had a shocker. We all do it. It's natural. And in doing so, we can put a lot less pressure on ourselves, compose ourselves for the next shot, and try not drag it along as long as possible, because I've been there. I'm tense, mentally all over the place. Don't say anything. My pre-shot routine has got a few seconds shorter. I know this is not going to be a good shot because I've told myself it's not going to be. But this for me is where the tour pros thrive. They've got the highest expectations in the world of golf. They are the best players in the world. They could shoot 59, but they also know on occasion they'll struggle to break 80. But the difference is, they didn't go down without a fight. A perfect example for me came recently. I learnt through content, because I said to Andy Carter, I've just had a shocking hole. I'm determined to bring this back for the sake of content. Otherwise, who wants to see a video of someone shooting 95? It was a prime example of me not giving up, laughing it off, that we had a said score. I won't say anything or spoil it, but go and watch it. It was definitely a different shift in mentality. Had the camera not been on, what is this lie? Had the camera not been on, would it have been a different story? Yes, I reckon it would. What he's trying to say is he is the prime example of self-sabotage. If I say to myself, I'm not trying, I feel like it feels better for me when I've shot 407. If I'd have actually continued, there's a chance I could have brought the score back, but I'd already given up mentally, physically, you know. And it's not good. It's not good, and it's something recently, thanks to you guys actually, I'll say thanks, because of content, it has made a massive difference mentally. Pitching wedge, completely wrong club. So next time, remember, when you've had a bad shot and you want to insert your pitchfork into your eye, don't do that, it's painful. Remember, it's one bad shot, don't make it spread to many others and shoot a lot more than you probably deserve to. We're all going to have bad shots, it's how we deal with it and move on. Well, that's the difference. It's true, golf for me is one of the nicest sports on the planet, but it's also one of the most brutal sports on the planet. I mean, like it or not, it's true. If we had a scale of sports from teddy bear cuddling contest on one side, golf would sit here. We'd have rugby, UFC, and then there'd be golf. I'm not joking. That's what I feel like at times. So remember, be a bit easier on yourself. This game is so difficult. I don't care, I swore, sorry mum. But it's true, it's so hard, and it's made even harder for us mentally when we just give up on ourselves and shove a pitchfork in your eye. Again, don't do that. So next time when the wheels are coming off, stick them back on the next shot and think of me. However you want to think of me, you're welcome. So as we go to reason number 5, which I feel is huge, we're going to play in one of the most beautiful par 3s in Northern Ireland. Love this hole. A few people having a Guinness and watching, a bit more pressure. It's just what you want. That's a club that's very close. It is the club. It's very close. Did I get a clap? No. Reason number 5 is go into what you feel comfortable with. I've said this in previous videos. I've got a playlist of all my tips. Go and check them out. I hope they help. Like I say, we have a bit of a tongue-in-cheek approach because golf, I feel, is meant to be fun. We can take it very seriously at times. But let's say we've just figured out that something's not working on the course. We're not hitting the driver well. Yet we know our utility is a fallback. Put that driver away. Fall back to something that we feel comfortable with, that we know we can hit, that we can get ourselves in play. I feel like for me that's one of the biggest ones because, again, the reason why I put all these reasons together is because they all complement each other in some way, shape or form. And this is a form of self-sabotage. You're hitting the driver badly, put it away. Use the utility, you know that club that's going to get you in play, out of trouble, because we know we're not going to break 80 if we're in the forest for most of the round. The rest of the 4 ball have got a suntan. You're as pale as you left on the first tee because you've not seen sunlight. Do yourself a favour, don't punish yourself even more. Put that driver away. Don't hit that 4-iron because it makes you nervous even though it's a perfect distance. Have something that's easier to hit. Grab a hybrid instead of a 4-iron. I've been there, done that. I've got a club that I'm like, I don't think I'm going to hit this well. Guess what? 9 times out of 10, you don't. Now let's finish this video with an absolute pearl of a birdie. Compose, it's off the left. Have I been practicing my putting is the question. No is the answer. You saw right through me there. I thought it was going to break a lot more than it did. Good putt out. So guys, there we have it. 5 reasons that I feel like maybe in the past you've struggled to break 80, break 90, break 100. Maybe take these into consideration. If you take reason 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 into consideration, I guarantee you'll get better. Whatever you're trying to break, whatever score that is. But I feel like this is the point where people freeze a wee bit on 80, getting to that consistent under 80s into the 70s. This is the reason why. So these are the big tips that make a difference to me. We've obviously got the potential to break 70. We've been there before. So a lot of it now becomes what's decision making and mentality. So look after yourself. I love you. And you can do it. Bye-bye.